if you see the poster image of this anime, you would rightly think that this anime is about bowling. If you watch 99% of the first episode, you will think that this anime is about bowling. So, how the F do you introduce by the last minute of the first episode a supernatural element where you have these girls, group of girls, traveling hundreds of years to the past, where you have samurais, warlords, bandits? eh, eh, I have no idea, and it caught me off guard because I go blind as possible. I don't read the synopsis or nothing, so I thought that this was going to be an anime about bowling competitions, learning the rules of bowling, see a couple of character growth along the way, but no. And the the worst of it all is that I don't know nothing about bowling. The only thing that I know about bowling is taking the ball and throwing it towards the pins. That's it. So throughout the episode, the girls are constantly saying stuff like strike, turkey. Well, I know what strike is, but they also say a couple of different bowling lingo that completely goes over my head because they never explain it. They do explain a couple of one basic technique of how towards a beginner how to throw a ball, but that's it. I pretty much the same ignorance that I have about bowling before watching this anime is the same ignorance that I have after watching this anime. So if you want to watch this anime to learn something about bowling or something, don't waste your time. And not only that, but in they introduce, even though they don't talk about the rules or nothing, but they do introduce bowling in the throughout the episodes in the most inappropriate way, because some way or another, whatever the situation is, no matter how serious, it always center around bowling. Oh, there's a bandit attacking my friend. Oh, I have this suspiciously a perfectly round rock. Let me take it and throw it towards the bandit like a bowling ball. Oh, there's a couple of wolves attacking me. Well, let me throwing a ball towards a dog. Sorry, playing fetch with a dog. Let me take this bowling ball, throw it, and the wolves just simply chase after the bowling ball. Oh, there's a warlord that wants to invade this land and kill all of the leading women. Well, we have to do a bowling competition. Of course. So no matter how serious the situation, it always come back to bowling, and it's just so inappropriate. It's like you is somebody if somebody tells you, "Oh, my mom died," and you just want to do a fart joke. It just felt so wrong in so many different ways to me that it was not funny. Yes, sometimes I go like maybe I chuckle a little bit just about the sheer ridiculousness about the way they're doing it, but it's not funny. And not only this whole stupidness with the bowling, are at least the characters interesting to watch, to see the way they interact with each other or something? Actually, no. None of the characters were all that interesting. In fact, many of them pissed me off in one way or another. Let's start with the leader of the bowling club, Mai. The reason why she pisses me off in some episodes is because she is too kind. And At the first at first for the first couple of episodes I thought that her kindness was fake. It was only because of if she doesn't act kind towards other people, she might feel guilty. She doesn't want emotional baggage. Oh, maybe if I have done this, I don't have to feel so guilty afterwards. I thought that at first that her kindness was fake. But after watching all 12 episodes, I realized that the reason why I don't particularly like this character is because her kindness is centered around ignorance. It you have her living, well, at least now, in a time period where the rules of everyday life was completely different, and she is trying to introduce her modern current day type of living towards the people that she's making, the new people that she make friends with. And I don't know, different times, different circumstances, they don't necessarily have a say so. So maybe it's because of that that I don't like the character. And let's move on to the next character. We have Rina. Now, Rina, I was actually on her side on the first episode because she was completely angry with Mai because she is not taking the competition seriously, and I don't want to waste my talents here. I'm going to leave the club and start bowling by myself, or maybe to another school or another club. But like I said, I was in her side in the first episode, but when they were time travel to the past and they're now in the new era, her stubbornness, her pretty much she was throwing a tantrum. Oh, a little girl was angry at you and insult you a little bit. And throwing a tantrum. Oh, I'm not going to stay in the same house as somebody that hates me, hates me. So I'm just going to pack my bags and leave. No place to go, no roof to stay under, no food, no water. A bandit might take you in your sleep and do unspeakable things towards you. She was just throwing a tantrum and not thinking clearly. So yes, she also pisses me off. Then we have Sayori, who is the gentle giant. Now, at first, like I said, she wasn't offensive in any way. But when the the leader of the little village that they're staying in have to kill a couple of bandits. She was going all, oh, taking a life. A life is so precious. Where the time that I came from, you cannot just simply take a life just simply because if they haven't done anything yet, just because they're bandits and they're in an area and have not yet attacked, you cannot just simply attack them before they do something. And I was their bandits. Then we have Nanase, the scientist girl. Now, also she, the first couple of episodes, non-offensive, but even though that she's constantly saying stuff like, "Oh, we cannot change the past because if we change the past and introduce technology, we might change stuff in the future." So I was with her, but even though that she's trying to be inconspicuous, she is as quick as any other of the girls at pulling out her cell phone and taking pictures and taping video. So she's inconsistent. And we have Nozomi, who she is like, let's say, the diva, obsessed with her phone. And out of all of them, she's a little bit of a brat, but she didn't piss me off as much as the others. So honestly, I think that if this group of girls would have stayed in modern day and being a bowling anime like I thought it was going to be. Maybe I would have liked this group of girls more, but because those they were thrown to the past and they were taking their modern values into the past and trying to talk down towards a couple of the people of the past. I didn't like them. No. So I think that that's all I have to say about this anime. So I am going to give this anime a score of 4, a 4 out of 10. Completely waste of time. If you want to watch a sports anime, every anime season has one or two sports anime, and this is not one of those. This is completely a supernatural type of anime traveling to the past. Before I end it, I do have to admit that the way that the bowling ball was animated, the way that the girls throw it towards the pin, the animation in that aspect was well done. So that's all I have to say. So have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're from, and see you next video.